I can't see shit. Oh my god.
Horsing.
I'm a fucking horse.
Horsing.
I'm a horse.
Good.
Ooh. Wrong choice of lines.
Bro!
Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Citizens, masquerade ballers of Bridgerton, will we defy the odds, the class, all the concerns of society? I don't know. And knowing of the fact that I'm excited to be here with you, how you feeling? You got expectations going into this?
I expect that at some point in the season they will get together.
Yeah, but this is the we're about to do 2 episodes and then a mid-season break, so who knows?
And yeah, we're gonna do this in real time.
We're gonna do it in real time.
We're gonna take a long break.
We're gonna wait 3
It's
weeks,
yeah,
or whatever it was.
It'll be fun. I'm ready to do this.
I too am anticipating exactly those things. Let's do it. Let's watch the show.
Do it.
Whoa. It's the opening of Sleepy Hollow.
Let's do what all the other reactors here do.
I can't see shit.
Turn up
What?
the aperture on your lens. Okay? Oh.
Why are Greg and John the only ones who don't complain about the light?
It's because we're better cinephiles.
Yeah.
Sophie Peck.
Sophie Beck.
We are only a few hours away from London. If you wish to continue sitting in silence, I believe we can stretch this ride out into eternity.
You're not so near to London. Look at the constellation.
It's a pretty dark sky, I will say.
I do not think so.
It's going to rain.
It is going.
Wow, right on cue.
I was going to say.
And that?
A collection of mist.
A collection of mist. A bunch of little mist droplets forming a coalition. Do real people even have conversations in the dark?
Yeah, you say stuff like, it's so dark out here.
I can't see you, thus I cannot hear you.
From here, we can wait out the rain there.
Uh-oh.
We're going to the cottage.
And we're wet.
I'm well. Excellent, in fact.
You are injured.
I'm not injured.
I am most excellent. Or I guess in this time it would be.
And a small bruise from my conversation with Cavender.
Oh my.
Is this your cottage?
That is my stable. My cottage is farther up the way.
You could fit 5 of these stables in my cottage.
So much wealth.
Cottage feels somewhat misleading.
Yes. That's not the cottage either.
God, I want their problems.
I know. Life is so boring and repetitive when you have no other concerns.
My God.
You do have the keys to your own cottage, do you not?
I don't need to carry keys. Someone simply is here.
You're crazy, lady.
Oh my God. No, they're not.
Perhaps the Crabtrees keep a spare key somewhere. I'm certain they will return at any moment.
Check under the mat.
Do you know how to use a key?
It is likely they got caught in a storm as well.
Oh my God.
Did she find it?
Crabtree?
The stables? I was going to say she would know.
How did you?
I climbed through the window. Servants are resourceful.
Yeah. You must have helped so many people out, or, you know, someone in your family out of this very predicament.
Build us a fire.
You do not have to do the housework. I shall do it.
Have you ever lit a fire before?
Wood, meet flame.
Needs kindling.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, listen to that. ASMR.
I could learn so much from you. Now teach him how to do an oil change.
Yes. Teach him how to change the carriage tire. This is a good one. This is one of my favorite episodes of Fireplace.
Where are the servants' rooms?
You will be sleeping in a guest bed.
I'm more than happy to sleep upstairs.
But if you knew Mrs. Crabtree, you would know that she would not be happy with a stranger in her part of the house.
But she's a servant.
Yeah. She's going to melt on sight in the room of someone who actually belongs to live here.
And you are welcome to wear anything in the wardrobe.
Anything? Dude, she could just live here and not do anything. This is perfect.
Would it be right for me to wear her clothing?
Those dresses belong to my sisters. And they are old. They will not mind.
Are you saying you view me like a sister?
Andrea, I can make a compress if you...
Oh, thank you. But I assure you, it is nothing. Good night.
Oh,
Wow, he just jetted out of there.
Benny, he's just trying to do the right thing for real. He's an actual good guy.
He's going to go touch himself to her in the other room.
Yeah, he's actually got a peephole. This is his house of hedonism. Whoa.
That's
Snap.
a bad injury, dude.
Yeah. You're getting pale.
Why'd you don't need an ego about it, man.
Dude, then he bleeds out, becomes a ghost. It's a gothic romance. Oh my god. I'm fine!
Sir? Are you unwell?
I'm finished. Christ.
Bridgerton, you are burning up.
Oh, he was hit with a sword of necromancy.
Hardly a bruise. Why
Yeah.
did you not say anything?
His mortal soul is in the devil's snare. Looks like he's fighting a demon.
Yeah, that's why I said he got hit with a sword of necromancy.
This one hurt.
He's changed.
Forgive me.
Could be infected.
So resourceful. Dude, oh, you could parlay this. You're saving my man's life right now. Oh. He's so smooth.
Oh my God, he's going to start piecing it together.
Kiss me.
Yeah, do the Spider-Man test.
What did you say?
Do not leave me again.
Oh. Oh no, she's gonna leave. Wouldn't be proper.
Kiss me.
Kiss me.
She assuming that he's just a little delirious?
Oh, the tears. Tears and rain. The R&B window. I think she's wondering.
Dearest gentle
I think she
reader,
wants it to be real.
a butterfly that flaps its wings in London. It seems that the dismissal of a single housemaid from Penwood House some months ago,
Uh-oh.
even this author could not have anticipated.
Damn.
So skilled was this maid, apparently, that Lady Penwood was in need of 4 new maids to replace her.
Let's go.
Wow. Dude, Sophie was valuable.
Amongst the well-trained staff of neighbors and friends.
Oh,
It's
Christ.
just a random assortment of coins.
Keswick's ladies' maids with promises of better pay.
Get in the bag.
One of Lady Hamilton's laundry maids with the allure of prettier dresses, and poached not 2 but 3 housemaids from the Marquis of Leicester.
Oh, not Lester.
Lady Keswick has even resorted to asking her scullery maid to do her hair, leading to rather unpleasant results.
You got a whole carriage on your head now.
Demand for the best help has soared to new heights.
Oh, wow. That'd be crazy.
As each household attempts
I was
to
waiting.
replenish their ranks.
It's gotta be.
The Great Maid War has begun.
Oh my God, Varley. Varley plot.
Imagined that so very much would be upended by one unassuming maid.
Wow. Whistle down, you have no idea.
That's a fun hook.
Lady came over for tea.
Oh, the crab trees.
Too drowsy to retire to her own room.
She was making sure you didn't bleed out.
Oh, good morning.
Pay me no heed.
Oh, this is Sophie.
Unchaperoned lady and unidentified injuries.
He's on the mend, I assure you.
So many unexplainable phenomena.
Mr. Crabtree, Sophie, would you give us a moment?
Oh, he's having an affair with Mrs. Crabtree.
He is. He's about to break it off.
We went to visit our daughter, but we got caught in the storm. But had we known Mr. Bridgerton was here, we would have returned at once.
Oh, you guys are good.
Oh, that poor dear girl.
And she came to my aid last night, so she should be treated as our guest.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, golly. Oh my God. Those little pancakes.
Are those grapes?
A strawberry?
Maid War's business.
You have nothing to worry about, Mark.
Oh, Christ.
Whatever any rumblings, they will be dealt with by me.
Penelope's going to wake up with a knife to her throat one day.
Would you and Lord Kilmartin like to accompany me in my carriage to the garden party tomorrow?
We have planned an outing with Penelope and Colin. I hope you do not feel left out. It is Simply that...
You were both married, I know.
I know.
Has her way. I will also be by the end of tomorrow's party.
I did not accept the invitation on your behalf. Benedict spoke to me before he left, and he convinced me to give you some respite from suitors.
Hey.
Mother, thank you.
I hope you will agree with me, then, that if you are not going out into society...
Here it comes.
Perfect timing to chaperone Hyacinth's finishing lessons.
No?
What a delightful idea, Mama.
No.
Unless, of course, you would prefer to speak to suitors today.
Oh, no. Yeah, touche, salesman.
I do have some reading to get through.
Perhaps you will benefit from the lessons too, Eloise. Certainly the tutorial on posture.
Nice.
I think he's the best Eloise has ever looked.
Yesterday, I watched Lady Abercorn trip over her own dress because her maid quit before hemming her garments.
What an idiot.
No!
Oh, it is all rather amusing. Not that I would laugh at another's misfortune.
But objectively, that's amusing.
Thankfully, that disorder will never affect our household.
Christ.
This is why we treat our staff as members of our family. Is that not true, Vali? As a matter of fact, there is something I must discuss with you, Mom.
Oh my God.
That is not yes.
In private. Well, we're all women here.
I have received an offer to work for another household.
Oh, Christ. How much more?
Oh, I would have loved to have seen the looks on their faces when you rejected them.
Oh, no, never, ever. If you catch yourself thinking of saying something like that.
The rate for housekeepers has gone up in 20 years. I hoped that you might consider, well, increasing my salary.
Whoa.
It is unseemly to discuss matters of money.
It's only because I know you know how often I go beyond my ordinary duties.
Yeah, dude.
I will take your request into consideration. Is that satisfactory?
Oh, quite. Oh, thank you. Another?
Please.
Oh, no. What?
Barley's gonna be fired.
They're not gonna. They're gonna consider it and immediately say no.
Barley's done some horrible things too.
Yeah, that's true. She is an accomplice.
That
That's
is a
John.
lovely pendant. Is there a story behind it?
Oh.
Oh, no.
Dad.
You know.
You tuck it behind my collar.
Come along for breakfast, dear.
I mean, there's got to be a common story around here. All the Bridgertons have a dead dad. All the Featheringtons have a dead dad.
Oh no, Benedict might use that to floss his teeth.
Thank you. This looks...
Holy shit. Is that a cantaloupe?
Is that a cantaloupe? Is that more grapes? Are those the same grapes from the Bridgerton house?
Oh wow, for her to be eating like a guest. That's so awkward. I don't know if I can. It's just so uncomfortable.
The class boundary is being crossed right now.
We shall stay while you eat with your guest.
Why don't we all just eat?
How thoughtful of you, Mrs. Crabtree. Please, sit.
Oh my.
How thoughtful.
Crabtrees have been with me 20 years.
I was a maid at Bridgerton House when Mr. Bridgerton was little.
Wowie.
So is this just for everybody? Like, is this just Benedict's or the entire Bridgertons?
I've never seen anyone eat a meal with such enthusiasm.
You look really enthusiastic
It's
yourself.
been far too long since I've had Mrs. Crabtree's breakfast.
Well, what has kept you away? He loves his time here in the country. Oh.
Well, I suppose I have been
Gallivanting.
consumed by my obligations in London, various affairs.
Literally.
Will you prepare the carriage, Mr. Crabtree? We should be making our way back.
No, no, no. You are injured and in no condition to
Mrs.
travel.
Crabtree, you are being unreasonable. I am feeling much improved with every bite.
I shall assist Mrs. Crabtree.
You'll do no such thing. You are my guest.
Time for some fun and game.
Then what do you suggest I do?
Are you incapable of leisure?
I know how to leisure. I know how to leisure perfectly.
I'm so good at. I'm sure ledgering. They'll put hair on your chest.
Fart.
Is the idea just to put endless options so that you can't be wanting, or is there any pressure about how much? I get the sense it doesn't matter how much of that you actually touch food wise.
Oh, they probably toss it all the time.
It's just like, hey, anything you could possibly want is here, so don't get mad at me.
I hate wasting food though.
Especially if I'm in a restaurant or anything, I feel like I have to finish the whole thing. Oh, yeah, let's go.
That Eloise's dress looks like it'd be hers.
And this is, you know, kind of some stuff Eloise might be doing.
Can you see yourself settling down with this life?
Yes, breathe, be mindful. No.
Does not look relaxing.
Very fun body
I'm
language.
not interested in maids. I do not even think we have them here. Brimsley?
We have 142.
Madame should not be concerning herself with maids.
142 maids.
These maid wars are wreaking havoc in every household of the town. I pay my maids well and treat them with respect.
Brimsley?
The royal household is royal, Your Majesty. Maids clamour to get in, not out.
Oh boy.
Imagine wanting to leave here.
Imagine.
What shall we do today? I have a rope dancer standing by, and there is also a flautist.
Whatever
Okay.
amuses Her Majesty.
Lizzo cameo.
Rope dancer, then.
Rope dancer. We gonna do some aerial stuff?
The queen seems so childish.
She just wants to chill and have fun.
Like way more childish than ever.
Oh my.
That was very nice.
I didn't expect to be this intimate with you two.
It looks like she felt all that.
Looks like she's fully dressed.
Do you think it unusual we are not yet with child?
We are not yet even a year married, and we have only been recommitted these last few months.
Recommitted?
Do you think there is anything I should be doing?
I mean, like, actively trying.
I've heard a woman is more likely to conceive if she achieves a pinnacle.
You mean eats a pineapple?
Eats a pineapple, yeah.
You are achieving a pinnacle, are you not?
Is that what the
Of course.
the phraseology was back then?
Good.
For like orgasm?
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. From the pinnacle to the pit. I just want one of these seasons to have a ghost in it.
Take any book that interests you.
Yeah. Me library, Sue library. Me,
Unless you
me
cannot read. Oh, forgive me.
biblioteca.
She cannot read.
Forgive me. Again, it is rare to encounter a maid who reads.
Stupidity factor just like amped this last episode.
Cut him some slack. He's not used to talking to these people for more than a couple quick commands.
Die of infection. I shall die of boredom.
Terrible fate indeed.
But I did manage to send word back to London in search of work for you and your friend, Hazel.
Hazel.
Thank you for your help with the situation at Cavender House, Mr. Bridgerton.
Please, we are past the formality. Call me Benedict.
Oh, call me Eggs Benny.
What is the story here?
I've not
Kite.
seen this in ages.
Yeah.
I told my brother Gregory I would mend it for him, but never got round to it.
Didn't we see them fly a kite once?
Gregory is at Eton now.
He's dead to us.
Gregory's been eaten now.
He's been eaten. Why would you use the need a kite?
This is the one. The style is unrestrained, but it gives the impression of real feeling.
Maid have thought.
That was my intention.
Never met a maid who understood art.
You are an artist.
No. No.
Oh, she gonna inspire him.
We may know him for his great works, but he made so many sketches that he deemed inferior that he had them destroyed in a bonfire.
Tell me then about this family who gave you art and reading lessons.
He so defines her by being a maid.
I do intend to learn your secrets while we're here.
Ooh.
I should retire to my room.
Nah. Let's get some of them secrets out.
That is my French grammar book.
I did notice she just grabbed any book.
Oh, shit. That was hot.
Ah.
Oh, damn.
That was boss.
On peut parler en français, si tu préfères. My pronunciation is exquisite. What is wrong with my pronunciation?
I love
Better if you keep your jaw perfectly still and rely on your lips.
I did not even know how that would...
Oh, let me show you.
Focus on the lips.
Oh, it's all that you could think about.
Si tu préfères.
Si vous préférez.
Oh, they got the lenses.
Mr. Bridgerton, my good wife is bringing your dinner shortly.
I'm so scared of her. I think he's a ghost.
Will you please call me Benedict?
I love Mr. Crabtree. And she will call you Benedict at some point. Don't worry, bud.
That was a cute scene.
You call for me, Mom?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a stripper in there.
A gift.
Not a salary.
This is a re-gift.
There is a precedent in this household, and if we raise your wages, we'll have to raise the wages of everyone underneath you.
I understand, Mom.
But I wanted to give you a token of my appreciation, to let you know how valued you are.
Oh, I hate it. I don't, oh no.
What is it?
You love them so much that you're speechless. That is quite all right.
What a presumption.
You will be the star amongst your peers on your day off when you do what you do.
Dude, this is like 10 salaries.
Would you please first fetch me my tea?
This is so bad you gotta leave her.
Sorting through the back of my wardrobe.
Yeah, she's about to eat. Christ. Farley.
It's so sad. She's so old.
Sad, but it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to the payoff of that. Yes. Dang.
Yeah, they be doing it.
Oh my goodness. He had to flip it up into the waistband real quick and then turn back around.
There you are.
Ah, sincerest apologies.
You guys smell like sex.
Head inside for ice cream? I must say, I could use a cool refreshment.
After you.
Oh, you're gonna have the pinnacle talk.
Never mind, of course you understand. You and John are newlyweds after all. What is it exactly that all newlyweds understand? Thankfully for me, it is what keeps Whistle down in business.
Maids.
Constant desire for one another.
Constant desire for one.
Without going into details, do you experience the
Pinnacle.
The Pendragon cycle.
Yes, of course. Do you not?
Here we are.
I mean,
Round, your usual.
it's hard. Not everybody does until they figure out their unique way to do it.
Do you know what the clitortis is?
No, but I've heard it described in books. I've seen it in stories.
Her Majesty. She likes to keep me close. We spend our afternoons together. It is pleasant. She's my friend.
But
I am no longer one of her ladies in waiting. I have not been for years. She has many ladies in waiting.
And yet, you remain her only lady in waiting.
yeah, because
No secret that the Queen enjoys little familiarity with her ladies. I wonder why she keeps them.
what are they waiting for?
One that most would only ever dare to dream of.
And that you should dream of.
Well, if she does not enjoy them, how can they be useful to her? How can they hope ever to fill your shoes?
I need you to dress like me. Dude, she matched that tree.
Put down that pot. Mr. Bridgerton says you are his guest, and so you are his guest. That is the comfortable chair. Put yourself in it.
Damn.
Not accustomed to leisure time, are you?
No, we've been over this.
If Mr. Bridgerton told you he would find you work, I assure you he will. He is a man of his word.
Yeah.
I suppose if he uses his charm, he may be successful finding something. It can be rather
Hot.
compelling.
Yeah, oh, it's compelling.
Has Mr. Bridgerton been improper toward you?
No, no.
Quite the opposite.
Mr. Bridgerton is most kind, but I would not mistake his kindness for familiarity. It is important for all of us to remember our place.
And make that mistake with all women.
Yes. Oh. Dronerton.
Is that a blueberry?
That's a blueberry. And those grapes from Bridgerton House. I could go for a lemonade, though.
I, in turn, had to post a footman from our neighbour's estate just to carry out the heavier furnishing.
Jesus.
But today shows no indication of it.
So who's the last family unable to get anyone because no one's left and they can't pay for it?
The Trumps.
The grudge begins.
I did not know that you would be here today.
I was hungry to see your smiling face.
Yeah.
And I wish to know if you were avoiding me.
Avoiding you?
From you ever since I suggested we spend time alone.
Oh, come on.
I have been contemplating.
It is not my wish to compel you. Would you like to move to another subject?
Yes, please.
Oh, boy.
There is nothing like a garden in full bloom, is there?
I love how pixelated she gets. For a second, I thought that was Cressida.
These guys are the enemy.
Oh. The nerve. Ooh. Even had to sign
The
it.
invitations went out before you stole my coachman.
He was a wonder finding the place, by the way. He is quite clever, is he not?
Oh,
wow.
Jeez.
God, you are so hot for some reason.
Yeah, man. She's an evil queen in control.
Even like the meaner you get.
Yeah.
You totally target all my Filipino traumas.
Same dress every day. There's plenty in that wardrobe.
I do not wish to dirty any of his sister's other frocks.
What the frock are you talking about?
I'm going outside.
Absolutely not. Mrs. Crabtree will not like it. You need to heal.
You may not condone my actions, but you will have to keep my secret.
Oh.
I suppose you'll have to come with me.
I do not think it prudent.
Is fresh air not meant to be restorative? I'm strong enough to manage standing outside.
And nature is good for you.
But how will I know if I fix this one if I do not fly it?
Let's
Do you know where Mrs.
all
Crabtree is?
go
You worry
fly
far too
kite.
much.
It's because she has worries. Real life struggles.
Yeah.
Perhaps I prefer it this way. When it is in the air, it is much too far away to admire.
May I have a look?
I have humiliated myself in front of you enough. I will mend it. Just give me a moment.
Yes. Yeah. Let me just smile at this thing real quick. Use my charm. Hey.
Hey, my man.
None more surprised as me.
My apologies for doubting you.
Oh, they're flirting. Oh, he looks at her lips.
I've forgotten how much I enjoyed this.
Look at that kite.
Oh my God, you're helping him rediscover himself.
It is good to be reminded of such happy memories.
Was this an actual windy day?
Oh, they're now having restorative, bonding, happy memories together.
Yeah.
Know what it's like to feel young and alive again.
I insist. I fixed it for you.
I fixed it for you.
What?
You don't know how to
Concerned
leisure.
You might have a bit of fun.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we can't have that. I'll show you fun.
Go on. You have to run with it.
Did your
Go on,
pops?
go on. If you do not, I will, and I'm injured.
Did your pops run with a kite with you? Oh, come on.
This is wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Bridgerton.
Benedict!
Aww. That's sweet.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
Do you see what I see?
Is that an apple?
What? That's an apple.
I imagine there's a kite at the end of that string. The maid?
He certainly does not treat her like a maid.
Perhaps he likes her.
You say that with a hint of jealousy.
Do you know what happens to a maid if word spreads she has been defiled?
Who said anything about defiling?
Even the rumour of such a thing could ruin her reputation for life.
So I gotta lock it in right now, Sophie.
Would want to employ such a maid in her home.
Oh, golly. One who has fun cannot have that.
It is your duty as a hostess to ensure all is in order. An elegantly laid table can be just as important to the success of your dinner.
Because one could never be real friends with someone with poor taste in spoons.
you're getting
Exactly
it.
correct, Miss Bridgerton.
See?
The seating plan?
The seating plan.
Hey.
It is imperative to know the rank of each guest beforehand.
The host is sat
Oh,
at the
boy.
head of the table, with the two highest ranking ladies on each side of him. The husbands of these ladies are sat next to the hostess at the other end of the table, as well as eligible bachelors and debutantes active in the marriage mart to encourage conversation.
Yes,
And
excellent.
the elderly are sat somewhere in the middle.
Do you mean that I would have to sit with Great Uncle Eli?
Could you hand me the last cards, please, Eloise?
Great Uncle Eli.
At least the spinsters get to be the flashy silver tassel.
Miss Bridgerton, that is grey.
Wow, humiliating.
Paintings from there for your entrance hall, but I'm sure Mrs. Wilson could help.
Mother, what is the pinnacle?
Oh my God.
Are you speaking of...
In the bedroom.
Oh.
Not needlework then.
I can't get away from all this sex talk.
Where are all the chaste people going?
Well, I did your sister Daphne something of a disservice in this matter.
I simply...
Ah, yeah, I remember that season 1. Yeah.
Pinnacle? Well, it is more than pleasant. It is a delightful...
7.
It's an overwhelming burst of pleasure.
When you speak the same language, you are able to feel magical, special feeling.
Wow. This is just something mother and daughter don't normally talk about.
Everybody needs a drink.
That's so awkward.
I feel like I know less now than I did a moment ago. What a lake bridge shot.
I could go for some dark chocolate almonds.
Oh, sure. Cut back to one of the food tables. I bet there's a strawberry covered in it. Uh-oh.
Bloody hell.
She should go on a walk of all the Bridgerton like landmarks. Like, oh, this is where Anthony and Kate were horse racing. And oh, this is where the bee stung their dad. And, uh-oh, Benny, you out for a swim?
Oh, crap.
Dipping. He's out for a dip. Mans is probably cheeked up. You're about to violate some social ethics.
That cannot be good for his injury.
No. Well, I don't know. It was a different time. This lake was probably pure of heart.
But that, like, level of stretching and, you know.
Well, that's true. You're using all that oblique
It's like you
juice.
can open up your wound again.
Yeah.
Who's there?
Whoa, Jason movie shot.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a nice aerial. Man's really got in the skinny in that lake. With his rings and bracelets on.
Damn.
Butt shot.
Close up ass shot.
Yeah, she knows the sound of pants.
Patience, though my curiosity is rather strong. So I can wait here forever. You might as well show yourself.
Gonna walk behind that tree. Shoo-ba-dip-a-whip-a-wee.
What are you doing out here?
I'm taking my daily walk.
That your daily walk should take you right to where I happen to be swimming.
Yeah. I followed your pheromones here.
You are finally wearing a new dress.
Sir.
You know, I would not be offended if,
Sir.
in fact, you followed me here.
Oh, my God. Dude, stop.
Of course I did not follow you. I wished to take a walk, and Mr. Crabtree informed me there was a lake nearby to achieve provided directions.
Thorough explanation is not always the most convincing one.
You should not have been...
That's a bar.
Then you should not have been spying.
I was most certainly not spying.
Notice me.
I cannot help but notice you.
Oh, dude, no, wait, not yet. Not yet. Oh, my God, I'm so worried for her future career.
I know. Because she will definitely have to worry about that by season's end.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Wow, they're really going for it.
What a beautiful couple.
I apologize. I should not have.
No, I apologize. I shall continue my walk, and we shall...
Never speak of this again.
Oh, she blushing. Don't let her see you blush. Don't let her see you blush.
Yeah, them cheeks
Day, Sophie.
nice and flushed. I don't know. Oh, Miss Crabtree. I know you got her best interests at heart, but
It's a blind day in the country, is it not?
Oof.
she's going to have to sit the both of you down.
A rumor in and of itself would be troubling.
Now is no time for improv
Though
games.
you disobeyed direct orders to stay out of that lake.
You disobeyed a direct order.
I have tried to hold my tongue.
Oh, you need not silence yourself. You're like a mother to me. And that it is impossible for you not to share your opinions as well. Sophie has been through an ordeal. It is only right we treat her as a guest.
Is that all you are treating her as? Whatever there is between the two of you, she must acquiesce because it is what you wish.
Power structure.
One day you will meet a suitable young lady.
I did.
What is she called?
Well, I met her at the masquerade ball, but she left before I could learn her name.
If this lady is important to you, do not let her be like one of the projects in your study.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself to dedicate yourself to something.
Damn.
See something all the way through.
Bars.
You are like a mother.
Yeah, dude. This Crabtree's great. Nice wide shot.
A pleasing colour, Mom.
Thank you, Varley. Since I made room by giving you some of my old dresses, I've had to purchase a few replacements.
Bro.
I thought you said that money was scarce.
Discussing money with family is unseemly.
We are not family.
The power structure.
I assist Mrs. Bridgerton with Lady Whistledown. Keep your many secrets. Well, I can barely afford to buy anything practical to wear on my rare day off.
Go off, Queen.
But in spite of all that I do, I am not a member of this family, Mom.
Mom.
You look a little hurt by that.
Yeah.
You believe that you will be happier in another household, and I shall not beg you to stay.
Ouch.
If you wish to leave. Okay?
Pride, bro. Ick.
It's easier to threaten her than it is to just give her the raise.
That's so sad. She holds your many secrets. Like,
Have you replaced Lady Baird, the lady in waiting whom you dismissed?
I was sharing my bonbons.
great bonbons, Queen.
You deserve a full court.
Yes, yes. I shall talk to the royal secretary.
Full court press.
I should very much like the honor of choosing your new lady in waiting.
Wow.
What you might need.
Oh my God.
Do you?
Her wig is literally corseted up the back.
My taste in ladies, as discerning as your taste in bonbons.
Just doing what she does best. Negotiate.
Bring you someone whose presence you will enjoy.
Hey, okay.
Heavenly.
There you go. And grapes on the table. I think they had some clementines too.
Sophie,
Mr. Bridgerton.
I'm finally starting to feel more like myself.
No.
For I've been thinking that I should like to return to London.
Oh. I woke up thinking the same thing.
No. Oh, no.
That she should return to London?
He's going to draw her at some point. I just know it.
I am eager to see what employment you're able to find for me.
Yes, I am eager to help you and return to my affairs.
Give her a change to carriage tire.
I think he'll draw her, and then he'll draw the mask on her.
Oh.
I apologize.
Do not what?
It was improper. I regret
No!
Oh, she was feeling so good about it.
No, I hate it.
You need not apologize. As soon as we are on the road, we need not speak of it or this episode ever again.
This episode, season 4, episode 3?
Oh, she's so heartbroken.
No.
Benedict.
Benny, you had to say those exact words. Which I get it, but oh. Yeah, there's blindfold lady from the back. Oh my, pinnacle time.
It is not that I do not enjoy your company, Francesca, but we have been sitting here for quite some time.
At Gunter's, the pinnacle we were speaking of. How to acquire it? Or what is a pinnacle?
Think about when you were learning pianoforte.
Penelope, I beg you. No similes, no analogies, no sentimentalities. I just need answers.
Just please give it to me straight for the love of God.
Throughout your entire body, your heart will begin to race. You may gasp for air or shout into the night. It would feel like the height of pleasure.
That's a great description.
Hammy, she's a writer.
Oh,
No.
Francesca,
Eloise!
Oh boy.
are you exhausted by the terribly onerous task of selecting the right spoons?
Oh, speaking of.
Biscuits, actually.
yes, how to keep them warm.
Hey. Oh, now Eloise gonna want in. She gonna want in.
She's like, I need to get married.
Yeah, I never thought about this whole side of it.
Wow, they just light them so much sexier.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies for the intrusion.
It is anything but. I'm delighted to see you.
You know this man would not be put out by you showing up uninvited. That was such a flourish. I love this guy. He matches the room.
Wanted to tell you, well, I feel it would be... No, let me say this, or I shall swoon from embarrassment. I may swoon regardless. There was no one after him, so I...
Well, if you do not wish to...
No, I wish to. I wish to very much. It's... Well, I am mature now. My body... Well, I have had 8 children with this body, and
Oh my.
I'm different now. All of me is different.
Oh my.
What will... It worked with Edmund. Will it feel like that with another? Well, how could it? But perhaps it can.
Oh my.
He's gonna be naked.
by you.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
there we go.
She declared.
By you. I wanna be loved by you.
I will not blame you if hearing all this you do not want me.
I want you.
Oh.
If possible, I want you more.
Yeah.
I'm content as long as I'm in your presence.
What a guy.
This guy gets you that first kiss.
Oh. Come on. Nobody walk in. Ah, I'm happy for them.
Maid's not there, right?
Oh, that's so sweet.
Was she wearing that when she went to the ball?
I'm trying to remember. I don't. I probably somebody maybe commented on her necklace then, but I could be misremembering. I should know what this is. My Cottage. Oh, so awkwardly close.
I assume you have a route to London you wish to offer?
The scenic route. The marriage route.
No, it would not be my place.
Everything goes back to exactly the way it was.
No.
Aw, little fantasy she got to have for a bit.
That's good, because it does feel like they give you just enough time for it to be lovely, and it does feel short-lived. Dizzle.
That sucks.
All right, episode 4. Let's get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, starting your own business sounds exciting, doesn't it? Until you realize in this day and age, you have to become the website person, the inventory person, the checkout person, the marketing person, the shipping person, basically an entire company overnight. That's why I genuinely love today's sponsor, Shopify. You've heard of this shout them out before, and there's a good reason why, because we've been using Shopify for RejectNationShop.com way before we ever partnered with them. And I know a ton of other creators who've trusted them for years. The easiest way to explain what Shopify is, it's like having your storefront, cash register, stockroom, marketing assistant, and business expert all in one place. They are the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. From household names to brands just getting started. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that actually matches your brand. They also have helpful AI tools to help write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhancing product photography. Plus, Shopify helps you with everything from inventory, payments, analytics, international shipping, returns, and easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. So it's time to turn those what-ifs into with Shopify today. You can sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/rejects. Go to shopify.com/rejects. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring today's video.
Oh, boy. Get some good B-roll.
We're not far now.
Very well.
It's not very well.
Do you know my new employees well?
Very well, in fact.
Are they kind?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I certainly think so.
Do they have any children?
No.
Is she going to be the new Varley?
I think, I wonder if they're going to go back to, where is she?
This is Bridgerton House.
Oh, my.
Are we leaving the carriage and continuing by foot?
Oh, it'll be a short walk.
You taking her to being made there?
Taking.
Well, where I reside half the time while I fill in for the Viscount.
Cannot work for you.
Strictly speaking, you will work for my mother, whom you will love.
Oh, yeah, this will shortcut us past so many things.
I did write to a few friends, but for some reason their wives were told not to hire you.
Uh-oh.
If I had known this was where I would be working, I would never have left Cavender House.
Oh, my. Ow.
Gosh.
I'm only trying to help, especially as it seems you do not have another option.
I know nothing of what your friends' wives are talking about. There must be some sort of misunderstanding.
I know you, Sophie.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
Oh, this is tough.
She could be like a slave.
Hey, that's part of the concern, I guess.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Sophie Peck, my lady.
Would you excuse us a moment?
I've been told not to hire this person.
Mrs. Holson has heard rumors that this girl is not to be trusted.
I trust her. She saved my life.
Are you injured?
And Sophie desperately needs a position.
I understand you saved my son's life, Sophie.
Wow. Cool.
It was nothing truly.
Hell yeah, sis.
Do you have a letter of introduction from your last employer?
Her last employer was most unkind.
Eloise could use a push. The Hyacinth's a companion.
I love watching her.
Mrs. Wilson, will you show Sophie to her room?
Thank you, Lady Bridgerton.
Mrs. Wilson.
Damn. That one hot mom really tried ruining things for her.
Yeah, but, you know, we got a different hot mom looking out now.
I found one of them hotter.
Well, you know, obviously that evil edge.
One I would go to for like a cuddle.
Yeah, what to go to get smacked around and told what to do.
Is to capture its subjects as they appear in daily life, while allowing the subtleties crackling beneath the surface to shine through.
She's rooting for you.
As my attentive eye is fixed of Benedict Bridgerton, who has returned to society.
Oh, thank God.
At least she has ceased boring us with those tedious maid wars.
Hey,
Whoa,
Queen Charlotte.
But a portrait captures only a
Damn.
single moment in time.
From the spin-off.
This also remains uncertain.
It's a Silent Hill nurse.
Your charges, Miss Bridgerton and Miss Hyacinth. Their rooms are through there.
Miss Bridgerton and Miss Hyacinth.
Miss Bridgerton always has her nose in a book and will feign illness to avoid society events. Has tried to sneak into a ball on 4 separate occasions.
Polar opposites.
Laundry.
Golly.
Kitchen.
Oh man, it's like moving to Hogwarts, but as a house elf.
There's a real community here.
Yeah, they treat their people with respect, so they say, and I believe it.
Jellies are nearly ready, Mrs. Wilson.
Jellies!
Jellies!
Everyone, this is Sophie.
John. Footman.
Hey.
No, thank you.
Finally, someone able to resist John's charm.
Oh.
The house where I worked most of my life, there were only 8 of us.
You did all the cleaning and mending and washing and brushing.
Well, I did all of it.
2 thumbs, and they're attached to me.
Right. Jellies are ready.
Let me help carry them.
That is not your job, Sophie.
I could use the help.
Oh, yeah, see? Get that team bonding going.
Wait, where do we know that one guy from?
He's just been around, you know. He's been here helping out with stuff.
He might be taller, but he remains scraggly.
The best thing about Eton is that sisters are not alone.
God, little peach fuzz. They must have threw him back up.
Huh.
After he got eaten.
Noticed anything different?
Is your hair darker?
You have the biggest collar of all time.
I had your favourite jellies prepared.
Jellies? My palate has developed. I enjoy a Scotch egg and a stiff cup of tea now.
Very well, everyone to the drawing room for tea.
And throw all these jellies into the incinerator at once.
I've omitted more important business, which is that I've returned intent on finding the lady in silver.
I thought you had given her up.
I am determined to find her.
I can have Mrs. Wilson gather the miniatures of all the young ladies on the masquerade guest list. For my son, who is eager to find a wife, anything.
Wow. We can just afford a whole new salary at a moment's notice. What a life.
Crazy. This is a trip.
Damn.
It's just trippy.
But this is already, you're going to make great impressions on the family. You're going to skip a lot of tension down the
I
line.
heard it's a 10-year time jump.
Yeah.
She's just been here, and he's been looking for that one lady.
He's enlisted her help multiple times. She just won't come out with it. Whoa! I like the guy with the razors, like, I'm not getting involved.
Now you guys clean this shit up.
Oh, boy.
She's got lips like Sophie.
Yeah.
She's got eyes like Sophie. If you put this mask on Sophie, we can find someone looks just like her.
All right, now line up everyone in town and we'll compare them to Masked Sophie.
Nothing to worry about now. The heavens provide. Or, in this case, Mr. Bridgerton.
Oh.
Thank goodness he is a man of his word.
He's so sweet.
We shall speak more soon.
Oh, good for her.
7, 2, 3, 8.
You are meant to be observing my progress, Eloise.
If Mamma thinks observing your dance steps will inspire me to perfect my own, she will be sorely disappointed.
If you do not wish to watch my dance lessons, perhaps I could read to you from my book about ballerinas.
Oh, my God.
I do not wish to read about ballerinas. I do not think that I can endure it.
How do you know you will not like the book?
Yeah, you love books.
It is about Marie Saleh.
She is famed for inventing her own steps. She was quite a pioneer of dance.
Wow.
See, Trailblazer.
I have read the book.
Are you reading anything now?
Miss Edgeworth's Practical Education.
Let's
I borrowed it at your brother's cottage.
Let's go.
We will have to trade books sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want her fired.
Get her out of here. Off with her head.
John,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, him.
Yes.
Ooh.
my apologies.
Oh, forgive me.
I thought he had butter.
4.
You must have seen.
I have the gift.
Oh, if the gift is a sly piece of trickery.
She's a witch. Burn her.
I believe it is me, after I marry a well-to-do gentleman.
Yeah. She's jealous.
Perhaps she is a well-to-do mistress.
Mistresses do not live in this neighbourhood, Celia.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Associate with a house of that kind.
Oh, boy.
What about you, Sophie? Do you have any hidden talent?
Unless you consider mending a talent, I have no others to report.
I don't know.
Come on, Sophie.
French, Latin.
Come. We must prepare the ladies for Lady Danbury's dinner.
You gotta open up, sis.
The carriages are nearly ready for you, my lady.
Thank you. Mrs. Wilson, I was wondering...
Are you hungry, Mom?
No. I would like to have tea.
Well, I can have invitations made if you would...
Not that kind of tea.
You don't know.
Evening tea with someone alone. How would one arrange such a thing?
I can remove the servants, and I alone can remain for when you need assistance with your gowns. You will have privacy.
Wow.
Well, I have been pressing Francesca to host a family dinner. I could be ill.
You could.
Golly.
Mom, I will make it my business to ensure any evening tea goes entirely unnoticed.
Damn.
Dude,
Damn,
ride or
Mrs. Wilson.
die.
Everyone drinks tea, Mom.
Everyone drinks tea.
Life is meant to be lived.
Oh.
Are you living, Mrs. Wilson?
I think Mrs. Wilson gets it in when she can.
How are you finding your position? My sisters are not wearing you out, are they?
No, not at all. I find them to be delightfully surprising. Are you attending Lady Danbury's dinner?
No, it is only for the ladies.
Do you not enjoy this Lady Danbury?
Oh, I do, very much.
You better.
Do you remember asking me about whether I ever felt out of place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah, never mind.
No, come on. Come on. Just move her little clamshell hat thingy down over her eyes.
Maybe don't do that while making eye contact.
Yes.
Nope. Can't even have rumors. Guys.
Discreet.
Can't even have rumors.
Discreet. There you are.
Thank you, Sophie.
Stop. You're going to get her fired.
You're going to get her cast out of society. Oh, thank God. Establishing shot.
Tell me,
Yeah, that horse.
Lady Bridgerton, has Benedict...
Horsing.
I'm a fucking horse.
I'm a horse. Good. Horse good.
I have shown Benedict the miniatures of nearly every young lady. He is somehow certain none are her.
You may win your wager with the Queen after all, Mrs. Bridgerton.
Golly.
If our miniature search is any indication, I believe Lady Whistledown to be a wiser woman than I, taking that wager.
Is Lady Whistledown all that wise? Not simply become a pawn for Her Majesty and every eager mamma on the ton?
Also, yes.
Well, how exactly does Benedict describe this young lady? I would quite like to search for her. Could do with a purpose.
I could do with a purpose.
And I think you know as much as I do, if not more.
Yeah, they're going to get to work over there.
Do you not think it time we all saw your new home?
I do not know if I am ready for that.
In a week, then? That should give you enough time?
Latin and Korean. And she has read more than half the books in our library.
About whom are you speaking?
My new lady's maid is extraordinary.
Quite an unusual education for a lady's maid, is it not?
She knows more about art than any of our brothers, and she has an aptitude for the sciences.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When Violet put it together, who it is.
Shall we toast? Perhaps to Benedict's button.
Damn. This looks like what a TV show gets like some movie upgrade.
Yeah.
Like the special film.
How is the search going for the young lady from the masquerade?
If I'm being honest, she's been a memory in my head for so long now that I...
Benedict, you remember Miss Virginia?
Of course.
Meet Virginia.
Pleasure to see you.
The pleasure's all mine.
Excuse us.
I love that.
The f just happened there?
I love that from back in the day. Hey, how's it going? This is
Philosopher Benedict.
All right,
Yeah,
later.
Peace.
That life does not interest me in the least.
You realise Anthony once kept a mistress? Before Kate, of course.
Did he?
I was literally just thinking about her in the last episode.
Bring her bag.
We must marry according to class, but we do not always love that way.
I need another round.
Oh, so good to be an alcoholic back then. It was acceptable.
It's all you have to do if you're, well-to-do.
I could have a mistress.
Just rubbing on that little button.
Lady Bridgerton, Mrs. Wilson said you wished to see me.
Please, come. I have been wishing to show my gratitude.
That is kind of you, Mom, but I was simply doing my job.
No, you were not working for us then.
She's going to push something off the table to test her reflexes.
Will you tell me about yourself?
What would you like to know, Mom?
Are you from the same village as the Cavenders?
I grew up in Aylesbury. The lady I worked for was kind enough to let me sit in on her children's lessons.
And this family before that, is there a reason why you left?
Cinderella
Of the house and I had a disagreement in the end. One that I do not wish to discuss if you do not mind, Mom.
Perhaps.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And from Cavender House, you went to My Cottage.
But on the ride back, a storm broke, and then with Mr. Bridgerton's injury, we could not travel on.
I hope you did not find it too tedious, the pair of you, all cooped up like that.
The Crabtrees were there, of course. In fact, it was one of the happiest weeks of my life.
Aw.
Damn, sis.
I have always wanted to see that part of the country.
Aw.
And your family, do they still reside in Aylesbury?
Unfortunately, my parents have both passed on.
I am sorry to hear that. Sophie, I know you viewed this as a temporary position, but if you would like it to be permanent, you should stay on.
Wow.
Aw.
Thank you, Lady Bridgerton. I shall consider it.
Good. Have some cake.
Aw. Dude, she can marry him and stay on as their lady's maid.
It seems almost as if Sophie is running from something.
Tommy, what do you think of Alice Mondridge?
Oh, she is fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So what about Alice Mondridge? My problem. I want to talk about what I want to talk about.
I have a gift of sorts that I would like to give to Mrs. Mondridge, but it is more a gift for myself.
Will this hurt Mrs. Mondridge in any way?
It will benefit her. She will not like it, but it will.
It is not selfish to want something for yourself. You have a right to be as happy or as free as you would like.
Especially you, like...
You have done so much for so many, Agatha. You have earned your happiness.
I have.
Life is meant to be lived.
Aww.
My maid said that.
Are you ever going to tell me what motivated your visit?
My apologies.
I quite enjoyed it.
Oh.
I have restrained myself in our private life out of respect for you. But if you should like to be more expressive together, I should be happy to comply.
I am over here.
Comply. As well.
Hot. Dude, they're going to comply so hard right now. They're going to comply their way right into that baby.
Apologies, I was about to leave.
No. Oh, I mean, you do not have to.
I was admiring the stars. Or attempting to. There are noticeably fewer here than at my cottage.
Light pollution.
You're way too close, homie.
The natural beauty of the world is dimmed in Mayfair.
I do miss our time in the countryside.
Our time in the middle of the country.
Good night.
No. Look at the lower half of her face.
I do not want you to.
And I'm your boss, so you have to stay.
Your mother asked me to stay on permanently today.
Will you?
Ever since I was a child, I wished to be part of a family like yours. Even to work for one is a dream.
Mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
Don't. Not yet.
Bro.
I'm so worried for her.
I know.
I do not know if it is wise for me to stay.
If you wish to stay, I do not want to jeopardize that for you.
No.
No.
Please pull away. So weird. It's
so weird. I want their love, but yeah, please.
It's timing.
Leave room for the Holy Spirit at all times, guys. All times. Oh my God. He's cracked his charcoal. That was a metaphor.
Struggle.
Yeah. He just broke his phallic object.
This is dangerous. Yeah. Damn, it's kind of hot being under the same roof.
Yeah, it is. So close yet so forbidden.
She's going to find her pinnacle.
Yeah.
Pinnacle time.
Pinnacle time. You must have done this before. Doesn't seem like a thing just anyone figures out in this world.
She had to do so many shots. There's like 5 different angles.
I was going to say, what a vulnerable scene to have to shoot.
That's tough.
It's no use. Oh no, little blue balls, blueberries, whatever you call that. Oh my. Oh no. Oh sis. Oh, you're beautiful. You're gonna be great. He's gonna love you. Oh. Oh.
How you doing?
You'd be surprised, Mama. No, you're great. You're great.
Her Majesty enjoys a deep curtsy. I shall speak on our behalf.
I did not realise a simple tea required so much preparation.
You remember Mrs. Alice Mondridge? Please tell Her Majesty what you told me.
I have a neighbour who fits the description of his young lady exactly, and after some investigating, I believe she may be the very one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Have you told Lady Bridgerton this? I sent a letter informing Lady Bridgerton. Let us hope your theory is correct, Mrs. Mondridge.
Oh, you got that good goss.
Your Majesty? I suppose she may be my new lady in waiting. Your Majesty.
Surprise.
Oh, there she is.
Oh boy. Thank you.
She did not want this.
Yeah, this is gonna be my whole life now.
You are just in time for tea. And the latest whistle down.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks so much, man.
Mrs. Mondridge has a neighbour. She has dark hair. She left town directly after the masquerade ball, but has just returned. Her parents never gave her or her sisters dance lessons.
Splendid. It must be her.
Her name is Miss Hollis.
Miss Hollis.
Ooh.
Perhaps it is best if we avoid mention of the masquerade or...
Anything that could confirm. Oh golly. That Silent Hill nurse. She's got to see that painting and be like, oh, this is my...
Oh, she has new premises, and her designs this season are absolutely...
Oh, my.
It's going to be a black girl. They know right away.
Oh, my apologies. I did not know you had company.
Very natural.
Benedict, please let me introduce Lady Hollis and her daughter, Miss Hollis.
Oh, my. Oh, no. She's actually going to be kind of cool, right?
Would you join us?
Oh, no.
I make from here for
Not her lips.
For a second, I thought she was the affair lady.
Yeah, Lady Arnold.
And what of your other interests, Miss Hollis? Do you enjoy swimming?
Swimming?
In a lake, for example. The sea, where things are vast and deep.
It is.
I do quite enjoy a good swim, particularly in the sea. We spent many childhood summers on the coast of France, in fact.
Did you? Did you speak French?
Oui, bien sûr.
Un peu, mais pas très bien. Some tutors have said that my pronunciation could be improved.
I think you speak perfectly. Whoever told you that is a fool.
And
shut your mouth!
Yeah.
You shut your mouth!
You don't say that! Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter who the girl in the mask is. Hi. Hi, Sophie. Hi. I like some tea, please.
Miss Hollis, more tea?
If it is not too much trouble.
They say the weather in Paris is very sunny.
Oh, man. Getting triggered. Getting overwhelmed.
The south of France is a little warm.
Oh, really? No more for me.
Dizzle. Damn it.
So forgive me.
Leave it.
He swore really hard for this time. Damn.
I will return with another cup.
Damn, you're so stern.
What are you doing?
It is rather late, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely looks fucking late out there.
Well, we got 12 other teas to get to this afternoon.
Goddamn sun's really
He's a real
bright light.
attentive one, isn't he? This is a sharp tack.
Well, I'm glad we could fulfill that dream today.
Wasn't at the masquerade ball. I thought she was going to pour it onto his lap. Oh, crazed. Don't watch.
May I help you? Sophie, forgive me. I did not know you would be serving tea.
You are a gentleman. Gentlemen meet eligible young lady, and I'm a maid, and I clean up after. It is the way of things.
Oh, she hurting.
You shouldn't have to witness it.
It is highly unhelpful when you say things like
Yeah, goddamn. Ooh.
that. Why are you always here? Every day, everywhere I turn. There you are.
That's exactly what you said you wouldn't do.
This is the very best position I have ever had, but I cannot stay if you are living here and you are ruining it. A bachelor's not meant to live in their bachelor lodgings.
But I'm feeling Viscount.
Perhaps I should start spending more time there, if it would make you more comfortable.
Perhaps you should.
Get out of your house.
I will go then, and I will try to return as little as possible.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, there's all the compounding stuff because she had the whole masquerade ball night, and he's still like, I had masquerade ball night, lady, but then I have her, you know?
Pursue something with Miss Hollis. She seemed delightful. A perfect fantasy.
A perfect fantasy. But it's not. It's too perfect. It's boring. Dizzle took all of his paintbrushes.
Damn, that's conflicting. That is really hard.
Yeah, good segue. Not that we need to see it, but I think taking your clothes off for this act might help you.
I disagree.
You know?
We should see it.
We should. All of both of you.
John!
Hey.
John!
Why did you stop?
I don't think he's ever seen a woman experience a pinnacle before.
Dude.
You know, you do not have to do that.
Pretend.
Uh-oh.
You do not have to perform for my sake.
Oh, oh no.
You did not reach your pinnacle, did you?
No.
Do you enjoy sex that much?
And I lied to you. I have not, ever.
Francesca.
And I am certain it is the reason we are not yet with child.
Oh, there's so much pressure.
What is wrong with
Francesca,
me?
there is nothing wrong with you. How did you feel before the...
Pretend. Pinnacle.
The pretendicle.
I felt lovely.
You gotta ride that wave.
When we are together, I feel I am traveling closer to you. Whatever you wish for in life, I will always endeavor to give it to you. Children. Pinnacle.
Yeah.
But I also hope you know that you are just right.
Just the way you are.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
Now it's pinnacle time. Oh, God.
She'll be down in a minute. She has not spoken a word since she last saw you. And I know that she's not angry with me.
No, she is not.
Oh, no.
Early for a call, Lady Danbury.
Hell out my house, Lady Danbury.
I do not want to be a lady in waiting for the Queen.
Why?
I simply do not want to. She simply threw me at Her Majesty.
Your fear would have taken over and you'd have walked in there and spurned the greatest gift anyone could ever give you.
Yeah, then why are you trying to give it away so fast?
You need only be given the opportunity to prove you are worthy, and you are worthy, Alice. Look at the way you argue with me, the way you will not back down.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You are not like those other ladies in waiting. You will not wait. You will challenge her, and you will always remember that she is the Queen, but you will not always treat her like the Queen.
Yeah, sis.
That is what she needs. That is how you earn her friendship.
I do not want...
Yeah, you can't just placate.
Fill your shoes, Lady Danbury.
I am not asking you to fill my shoes.
Fill your shoes.
Asking you to serve your Queen and your country. And get your own shoes.
Yeah. It's time you started wearing shoes.
I am telling you, Alice, to rise.
God, the inflections in her words and the way she knows which words to enhance and slow down, the rhythm. So good. Really plays with her dialogue.
She really dressed that up.
You declined her invitation to dinner tonight, and you departed Bridgerton House in quite a hurry last night.
I simply could do with a little time on my own.
Here at Bridgerton House, alone.
I'm not certain she even exists.
She may not, at least not in the way you had imagined in your head, which perhaps is why you were so drawn to her. You have always had a tendency to chase the imagined.
Well, you're doing an excellent job, Rachel.
To see your father around every corner. But I also know that reality is where love grows. Reality feeds your heart.
Also where my rosemary goes.
It is all very well to dream, but Benedict, you can only chase the imagined.
Can only chase the imagined.
There will be
Can't attain the
others
imagined.
with whom you will find a spark. Young ladies of the ton, in silver or otherwise.
Otherwise.
Trust Benny.
I lost that round on purpose because I knew I would lose it.
You are fascinating.
He's so into her.
Dude.
I wish for you all to take the night off. But you cannot stay here. I want everyone out of the house.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Yeah, can I take this pie?
Oh, shit.
Sophie, perhaps it is finally time for you to join us at the tavern.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I think I shall.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Time to get laid.
Guess who I convinced to come?
Oh, let's go. Except she's gonna get drunk and say something she shouldn't.
I wanted to let you know that I have decided to stay on at Bridgerton House.
I'm very glad of that. You are cherished around here, truly.
Oh.
Okay. For some reason, I was like, tension.
Yeah, is this a double speak? Does she know about Benedict? She probably knows about Benedict.
We wanted to make sure everything was just right.
And things are just right now.
Finally hit the pinnacle.
In fact, tonight was her idea.
Oh, no.
Apparently she's ill.
Oh, no.
And where's Benedict?
Perhaps he has the same illness.
Lying.
Mono at lying. Man, no more grapes. Oh, but little peaches.
Do you not think the way Francesca has had everything arranged is perfect?
Please do not start going on about accomplishments and home decoration and marriage again. I cannot listen to any more of it.
Ouch, dude. That's her actual interest.
You know, lately I've thought you were interested in everyone but me.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to wonder if in fact you were only interested in yourself.
Dizzle. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, it's fair. Yeah.
Respect that maybe I'm just excited about this stuff.
My lord, there is another guest.
Oh, Simon. Of course, it's got to be Simon. Finally.
I do hope.
Oh, the cousin.
Oh, my.
Why on earth are you driving?
Apparently, my coachman's stomach cannot handle long journeys.
Whoa. Michaela, yeah?
Yeah.
What a wonderful surprise.
Is it? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Yeah.
Wise.
Ooh. What song is this? Whoa, Sam Raimi shot.
I must go to her.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, no, he's going to walk in on his mom.
Flipping it down. We're flipping it down tonight. Wowie. Oh, God. Oh, God. Anywhere will do.
You may enter.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, God. Thank God. Oh, thank God.
Mrs. Wilson told me you were serving tea somewhere new. This is new.
This is new.
It is.
Mrs. Wilson.
Am I to understand that this means?
I am the tea that you are having.
Oh, shit.
Pour me a cuppa. Woo. Woo.
Nicely done.
You can take it slowly.
You don't.
Yeah, I'm done. I've taken this slowly for decades.
Please lock the fucking door.
Yeah. Christ the Lord. Benny's around here somewhere.
Benedict's like, where's Sophie? My God, you just knew he looked that way. You knew he looked that way.
He was fit as hell, yeah. Oh! He just stand post. Smart.
My God, please guard.
I'd feel a little awkward if I just heard her out. You know, she was just outside the door and I knew she was hearing me, but at the same time, I'm like, definitely.
We have a night off.
We are good friends.
That last person, the person who should have heard this is not here.
I have left my coin purse in my room.
Oh, never mind.
I shall meet you at the tavern.
So many things. Oh no.
Sophie?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Cannot intrude.
Oh no. 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 Are they in separate staircases? Bonk.
What are you?
Oh, there.
Oh no. Oh golly.
That mommy
Oh,
is
golly.
right upstairs.
We're just doing this right here.
Yeah. Oh no.
Take it for a walk.
I mean, no one's around.
Oh my goodness. Sensual.
Oh wow. Guys.
Sensual.
He's going for the pinnacle, guys. You can't see it. But he's going for the pinnacle.
We're going pinnacle, full pinnacle.
I love this music. It's just like so fun craziness. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. Go to her bedroom or something.
Yeah. Someplace.
If you wish me to leave, I will. But the truth is, I stay away because you consume me.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
My eyes search for you in every room I enter. My heart beats when you're near.
Wow.
The reality of you has become more tantalizing than any fantasy ever could be.
Yes.
Well, you might as well tell her that you're the tell her you're the fantasy.
Tell her what the fantasy is then. Please.
Tell him you're the fantasy.
I meant it when I said you deserve better, and I'm determined to give it and more.
Wow.
Sophie,
Marry me.
be my mistress.
Shit.
Wrong choice of lines.
Bro! God damn.
You done ruined things. No.
I hate that.
Homie, leave. You done ruined it.
Oh, I hate it so much.
You done ruined it.
That's awful.
You done ruined it, Benedict.
That's hard to come back from.
A wise man once said that all the world's a stage.
Shakes.
Certainly long-performed roles can begin after a time to feel stifling.
Be my mistress. Oh, homie.
Painful. Oh, hello. We're both smoking.
Damn. There's like actual gyms out there.
He works every major group.
He's a fucking professional weightlifter.
Happy.
Oh,
But what happens when one decides to play a new game?
New rules, new schools.
You literally got the hottest guy in town.
Yeah, dude. Well done.
Will it create something unexpected?
You feel so demoralizing.
Yeah, that was rough, dude.
Will you be my mistress?
That was, and it was great because it's like a way to suck all the air out of the room.
Or
Music
will
up.
it create?
They are the neighbors. That's exactly what I was
I have
bringing
always
it up.
wanted to live on Grosvenor Square.
That's exactly why I was bringing it up.
No. Varley!
Something worse than one could have ever imagined.
Dude, this is like villains teaming up. It's crazy.
Varley's not a villain.
I know. The second I said it, I was like, not perfect, but you know. We don't want her to get pulled into the villainousness. And then she'll probably realize that Lady Featherington's at least better than Lady Pengrove or whatever, so.
Sure.
Anyway, guys, thank you. If you've joined us up to this point in the video, you are in a rare group of people. So leave a like. And if you want to see the next installment of our Bridgerton watch-alongs, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when the second chunk of Season 4 begins in the same amount of time it took for this one to anyway. Also, if you want to get the full-length reaction watch-along experience, sync up with your own Netflix account, see everything that doesn't make these highlights from our reaction, you can join us over at patreon.com/therealrejects. There you can also get a glimpse at our shooting and posting schedule. You can ask us questions that'll help guide these reviews. Save yourself a little discount on some teas like these, or a sweater even. 4 Seasons is playing a trailer in front of us, but I'm still back in the season of love and intrigue on Bridgerton G.
I just watched season 1 when it first came out, and they made season 2 so fast.
That's unprecedented for these
It's
times.
fucking crazy. It's like, what? Season 2 is out already?
That's the new trend I'm happy to support. We got season 2 before season 1's even done.
I love season 1.
Is it good? I'll have to check it out.
It's like the biggest rich people problems in the world.
Cool, okay. Is Coleman Domingo in season 1?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like the most laid-back drama.
Good for those people who probably need a rest from playing
It's
people in
everyone who
harsh
just
roles.
seems like they're just sick.
I was going to say, I saw Will Forte in there, even when he's doing comedy. I feel like he's playing the most unhinged, like, mental capacitated people.
Yeah, no,
So-
I loved his work in the first one. He's my favorite character in that first season.
I love a Will Forte and a Coleman Domingo and whoever else is in the show. But I mean, aside from the fact that this was not another season of 4 Seasons, how did you feel about these 2 episodes of Bridgerton?
I think this might be the best season.
It's very engrossing.
Yeah, I think it might be the best one.
It's very engrossing.
Surprised by it. I'm
Yeah.
very surprised. I really feel like it just Look, as much as I love watching like rich people have rich people problems, it's nice to have a poor person have some real problems.
Yeah,
in the show, you know?
4 seasons in, it seems appropriate.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just like it's sexy, it's tense, and I really like find that it's an actual like conflict between the two of them with Sophie and Benedict, because it's like you kind of need a couple of seasons though to establish the class problems very well.
Yeah.
So you know truly like what's at stake, like having Mrs. Crabtree, is that her name?
Yes, at My Cottage.
At My Cottage, yeah. To have Crabtree saying how, like even a rumor can be bad. And it was like, yeah, I mean, after simmering in this world, it's like, yeah, a rumor would be really fucking that could destroy your entire life right now. So it's like any single time they're like alone together, there's this like tension of like, holy shit, guys, no, stop.
Yeah.
And like, but it is that thing that you were pointing out, that conflict of like, I mean, I want you guys to get together, but I also don't want her career.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Like, I also don't want her whole reputation to be completely fucked right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool to like root in a conflict, in a way that's conflicting but not antagonizing, So I love it a lot. I think it's like damn good television, and it's shot fucking well. Sometimes the upgrade in quality really does stand out. There's a fun with the sex that I think they're doing, like between, I'm forgetting everyone's goddamn name. I know one guy's named John, but Francesca, like that is a great like different type of sexuality to explore, the pinnacle,
the pleasure,
and of course, Violet as well, and even like the ones that are not sexual. Like every storyline is like fucking singing right now. With Eloise and her sister, even that, which is like the most small scale one of them all, somehow is very interesting because she has to come to terms with her own. As much as she's like modern and witty, she's kind of selfish, like it is like she becomes very judgmental about other people for not being on her plane and her point of view, and like, you're boring to me,
Yeah. One, it pangs that thing of like, hey, there's a lot that's reductive about, just being concerned with the spoons and the etiquette and all that. But it's not like bad if you do really love that stuff in and of itself, and I like that nuance that Hyacinth brought up.
I like it because it got me to check myself in that moment, because I was like so on Eloise's point of view the entire time, like, God, this is ridiculous. And the second the sister like looked hurt, I was like, man, that is fucking awful. I did not for 1 second question Eloise's point of view, or if I'm acting like, yeah, this whole time I thought you were kind of judgmental, but I'm like, oh no, but I'm with her being judgmental.
Yeah.
Because I until her feelings looked hurt, I was like, oh wow.
It's easy to look down on the frivolity of all this and then realize that, there's certainly an unhealthy amount of weight put on this, but also, inherently not bad things in general, and it's not like we can never have fun with this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree. This has been fantastic so far, and it's like they've done many tropes thus far, but I feel like one of the most classic tropes is that class defying. It's someone of nobility finding love with someone of the help class, the working class, the the class not kissed by the blessing of just endless leisure. And so, I think they're doing a really nice version of that, and it's, got an interesting set of circumstances for Sophie's background. It's fun at this stage in the game for how much time we've spent with Benedict. It's weird. I don't know what sometimes you watch a season and you're like, oh, clearly they're readjusting something here, and I think there's some asterisks you can put on season 3 because of the whole, like, we don't really get much of like Colin's specific perspective there. And this season is doing a really nice job of really giving you both, like, there's more stakes in Sophie's perspective. And so in some ways those feel a bit more, vital. But even with Benedict, we're watching him, become single-minded after, being someone who's very much a bohemian. And the whole last season was like I'm a little. I know that I think in the last video we were asked about like this being a hetero romance and people wanting him to be a queer romance or something like that. And I am a little curious about the fact that like we may just end up in a situation where he kind of just leaves all of those other inclinations behind and it's fine and they live happily ever after. But I am like, you're kind of like a differently bred person for this society, so it's interesting to watch him now go to just like a 100, it's just you, true love match, But then again, she's just so lovely and well cast, and the writing on her has been so good that like I could also see her making an honest man out of him, which is a fun conversation to still have. Like it's a thread that I wonder how they will tie at the end of the season. Because again, there's been so much about the hunt, and I really like all the additional, like Maid Wars stuff, because I think it makes for a lot of great fun and games, and it's a good way to elevate. I noticed last season at some point when there was that like shot in the kitchens with Mrs. What's her name, who's the head of Bridgerton's staff.
Wilson?
Ms. Wilson, yeah. Like there was that scene in the kitchens where she's like giving orders, and I'm like, whoa. We're way more in the thick of their moment than before. And so, bringing that even more greatly into this season has been really cool. And it fits, obviously, the stuff happening at the center of it, but it's also just a nice thing for this world, and it's a world we've seen, grow its boundaries of what's acceptable and who is acceptable and why. And while I don't necessarily expect this season to fix the class problem, it's kind of neat to see that this is a world where, like Lady Danbury says when she's talking to and about the Queen, it's like, I've helped shape this. You are in a position to help shape the progress of this country, and look at what, Queen Charlotte and I were able to do. So it also has that fantasy element where you're like, maybe the help will be treated just a little bit better after all of this nonsense.
A little revolution.
Yeah.
I do feel Benedict has naturally gotten to this point over the course of the seasons, though, because he was still a horn dog even at the start of this first episode.
That's true.
And he really believed he can never, at the start of the season, he was still like, he literally left to go hook up with someone.
Yeah.
Then he came back and he was still like in his debauchery and whatever. And he was so stricken by mystery, and they established he's a character who gets caught up in fantasy and can be like, this also got the love angle of he's obviously drawn to her to more than just like lust and mistress stuff. He's drawn to her because he actually has feelings for her.
He caught the real feels.
And again, I think you do still need those other Bridgerton seasons to really establish this. Like they brought up Anthony. That's why I was thinking of Anthony. Was when they had brought him up in the 4th episode with the mistress he had, because this was leading to a potential mistress situation. I was like, oh yeah, and like Anthony couldn't be with her, and because that first season had so much emphasis on that, is a big reason why it's like it's so fucked up what Anthony says. But there's that part like, well, what else is he going to conclude here? He's not going to be like, will you be my wife? Because of how much in society he is, and he's slowly like learning and unraveling himself. Like I think the character development on him is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And how like all her abilities as a maid that she's learned, but we know that she's more than just a maid. She's probably like the rightful heir to all this stuff.
Yeah.
Is that she's also I don't think we have any questions. We didn't put it out. Oh, we do have questions.
This has been on the schedule and moved so many times.
Holy shit. We should fucking answer them because
blow through some
goddamn, I
questions.
got some stuff to handle. I thought there were no questions. I was like, I'll take my time here. So yeah, no, I think seeing her more motherly stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna just kick this off, John. Selena, with episode 3 being set in My Cottage, in other words, away from society, the boundaries of the dynamic is allowed to romantically grow in a way it can't when they are back town, where their circumstances are already set for them. How do you think Sophie and Benedict feel about it, especially Benedict, since he's used to getting what he wants, since their connection was instant, but have never been appropriate? I think this was like they thought we were just filming episode 3 or something like that. What do you mean? What does she mean by this?
Well, I mean, it's this time that they spent away, sort of outside the normal circumstances of everything. And she said, like, this was the best week of my life and all that stuff. And there is so much to the fact that there's almost no one around to watch us. So I can kind of get that sort of like, oh, yeah, this must have felt like a liminal space between both of their walks of life to a degree, even though she has a greater awareness than he does of what is actually happening here. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, how do they feel about it? Conflicted, probably. They probably both want to live there and have varying degrees of denial as to how or why that can't happen and why they would love it too.
Yeah.
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 That's what I would say.
I'm not fully wrapping my head around the question. I'm sorry. That's my own limitation.
Well, because, yeah, it's like they're allowed to have, like, to some degree, like an actual graceful upsweep of romance, yeah, rather than being kind of caught up in the sort of like pace of the marriage mart stuff.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, for the both of them, it is kind of a way station away from everything.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting observation for sure.
Please.
Care Bear, Asian countries like Thailand, Korea, and Japan produce popular romance series that are viewed worldwide. Question: how does changing Sophie Beckett in the source book to now Beck affect her story? How might an Asian male lead have enhanced this switch? Maybe by recognizing that these same countries also lead the world in LGBTQ plus media, producing dozens of queer romances a year. Maybe.
Do they?
I did not know that.
I don't know why that surprised me, but it surprised me. I, for some reason, was under the impression it would be frowned upon.
More restricted.
Yeah, I don't know really even why I thought that now that I think about it. I'm just kind of used to... Americans telling me all the other countries are not as free.
Well, yeah, and
if you said like France was doing it or something, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that.
Well, in every culture, yeah, I'm not an expert on everyone's homophobia, but I know that there are a lot of problems with that across all cultures. And I remember, not to monolith anybody, I remember Squid Game at least having a conversation around including a trans character and that being a big deal in Korea, as well as.
Oh yeah.
So those are my only vague barometers. So like
that trans character was the shit.
Was a standout character. 100%.
Wasn't a real trans actor, but a trans character was the shit.
But yeah, cool ass character.
Yeah,
so
cool ass character. So bummed when they died.
Some representation points there.
Sorry
for
spoiling Squid Game.
A lot of people died in Squid Game, but
only one winner.
I mean, knowing this with that greater context, I mean, yeah, having it be an Asian male lead, to put that as clinically as possible, have an Asian guy as the lead.
People really wanted to be gay, huh?
I can understand why, given the fact that we've teased it and we've done hetero love by and large up till now. So like, I get why in a show that seems like it seems like the show should have like a prominent, and I like that we got the stuff with Brimsley in the Queen Charlotte spin-off. But this also seems like a world in which it's still pretty hard to be gay. So, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder. In
Time
fact,
period too. I want to get on board with that.
Yeah, it's like I have to now kind of cross triangulate what the historical fiction here is, because there are advances they've made in this society that are leaps ahead of ours, but also it seems like queer romances in this society, like, yeah, if you're off at art school or if you're in a brothel or something, or if you're in a place where like the Bohemians would be, it doesn't seem like too big of an issue, but it doesn't seem like a thing that you could, as a Bridgerton, like bring into polite society and just have people be like, yes, you and your husband are married now.
Sure.
Not that they couldn't use this as an opportunity to break those barriers in this universe, but I don't know. I mean, it would have been cool. I love, like, the actress playing Sophie is so lovely and so fun to watch that I can't say I'm mad about it, but I could get why you would feel ways about it for sure. When they do the Korean remake, we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll do it. They'll make them both trans.
Yes.
LGA. Hey, Greg and John, welcome to another cottage. Woo! We see a lot of push and pull on Benedict and Sophie's relationship throughout these episodes, and it all comes to a head when he asks her to be his mistress. Do you believe Benedict only asked this as this would have been the only way they could be together, or do you think this is a reflection of his rakish behavior?
Yes.
I think it was the former,
more
and
so.
he felt he could exercise that through his rakish behavior.
Sure.
As like, yeah, all of us here have it.
We
yeah,
can make this work.
But I think he's actually in love with her, and he knows it.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree.
I think, like, plain and simple, we don't need to really dissect it that much more. I don't mean to be, like, curt with your question here, but I'm pretty confident that's what's going
He
on right
probably
now.
felt like this would be the only societal way it would make sense. And yeah, we'll be in love under the table.
Yeah.
But yeah, also it implies his rakish behavior, and I'm sure they want that in the mingle.
And I'm sure Sophie is like, oh, that's the only way he sees me through his rakish behavior, because I could never be his love.
Side piece, even though she knows who he's looking for. Marco, it's the year of cottages and Asian love interests. Heated rivalry. I so desperately wanted a gay love story for Benedict here, but also love Sophie. Question. Generally curious how coincidental it is that Bridgerton and Heated Rivalry have these similar elements. Is it common or uncommon for alignment like this to appear in popular shows back to back?
Oh, I think it's so common. Happens so much of the time.
Yeah.
I forget what, but there's something in like Stranger Things that there's some like major element with that I remember we were talking about. Oh, another show's doing this right now. And then when we were doing The Boys, it was like, oh, Daredevil's also doing this right now. I think mediums and genres often are complementing each other and paying attention to audiences and zeitgeist and going through with the flow. Yeah. I think it's a very common thing, actually. It's like fucking now there's going to get so many hockey romances because fucking Heated Rivalry. Off Campus is out now. Like Heated Rivalry, Off Campus was already in development as a television show before the success of Heated Rivalry. Like there's no way they would have just like fucking shat out Off Campus this soon after Heated Rivalry. Like, it's just a thing that happens.
Well, and this would have been Heated Rivalry, and this would have been in production at similar times because Heated Rivalry came out at the end of last year, and then this came out at the very beginning of this year.
There are marketing experts and writer experts who are all paying attention to similar things and then pulling from real world and what audiences. There's like surveys and demographics and analytics that all get like factored into development of something, and then it all stems from taking it from a source material or a writer who's not even thinking about those things. But it just happens to fit the categories they're looking at.
Book trends, cultural trends, other trends, and then I kind of see how we would get here independently on Bridgerton, but it also does speak to more connective societal tissue than you could just cast off with no consideration at all.
Patricia Correa, that was the offer from a gentleman. These Bridgertons are not making their love lives easy. Season 4, like Season 3, had a 2-part drop with about a month in between. Coincidentally, all seasons had an offer proposal of some kind. I would love to hear which season, if you can recall, had the most compelling episode for a cliffhanger. Not saying the best, but the one that you had the most curious or anticipating the second half. Thanks for the recap. Thank you, actually.
Simon Anthony Jewel and Daphne saying they will marry, or Anthony proposing to Edwina.
I would definitely say Season 2 had the strongest one. Season 3 was like, oh, they're getting married, and somebody's going to find out she's whistled.
So this is going to get a lot worse after we've had this happy ending.
Whereas Anthony proposing to Edwina sort of left open a, like, I don't really, like, somehow he has to end up with Kate. I don't know how the fuck that'll happen. Why are we getting there? There's a sister problem. And this one is like, to me, I feel like the storytelling's been like the best. But in terms of like a month apart cliffhanger, I don't really feel like this is a month cliffhanger. To leave you on. It's like, it just feels like, well, we need the next episode now.
The last one felt more like it dawned on me naturally watching that. I was like, did they split this? Because I didn't know they split this. And having it be this one, it's a great scene, but it is not quite as emphatic. Will you be my mistress is like a curveball question. So it's like, in a way, it's less emphatic than if he was like, marry me. Then I would be like, oh, snap.
If he said that, then I'd be like, oh, shit, what's going to happen? But no, I think Season 2 probably had the strongest one of them all.
Agreed. And finally, from Jay Rushton, have you ever stayed in a cottage or a cabin or lodge?
I actually don't think I ever have.
Dude, you should get in a cottage or a cabin or a lodge.
Have you?
In like an Airbnb context once or twice, love a little cabin.
What's a cottage?
I guess a cottage would probably be like a small house. Like, it's like its own little independent unit. It probably has a bathroom, a kitchen, a bedroom, a typically modest, cozy dwelling.
Often. Oh, so like an Airbnb. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've done I've done a cottage. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done a cottage. I've never done like a cabin, though.
Yeah. You want it made out of logs.
Yeah. I want like a real cabin experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've stayed in like an authentic like Abraham Lincoln log cabin, but I have stayed in like a cabin.
Yeah,
that's
I want
all
where
wood.
Like there's a a guy like picking his asshole while like fucking axe swing.
Every cabin's
I go stay here. I'm
you better turn back.
property.
Don't come down this road.
Wait, no, I have stayed at a cabin. Actually, no, I haven't.
You've done all these.
It's in Yosemite.
You've done cabins, cottage. Have you done a lodge yet?
I think I've done them all. I'm pretty sure.
What is a lodge?
I think I've done them all.
You got to stay at a lodge. You got to stay at a
lodger.
lodge. Yeah,
Give me images.
A rustic housing. Okay, so lodges are kind of big, actually. I feel like a lodge is like a place for multiple people. So, like, a lodge would probably be more of a hotel situation or like a multiple dwelling.
No, I started a shared cabin once. It was small, but yeah.
A lodge and I feel like the lodge is next step up from a cabin.
Kind of looks similar.
Oh, I like an A-frame. Look at this A-frame that you guys can't see because they don't know what we Googled. But yeah,
I feel like I stayed at a lodge. I guess I've never really paid attention to the type of home I am staying at.
I mean, the place that we were at when you got married, that we had the reception in, that you were, assassinated for part of, that was kind of a lodge.
That was a lodge, wasn't it? I definitely spent the night there.
Yeah. I definitely slept it off there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alpine.
I've stayed. It's like now I'm thinking like, was I thinking what was a cabin? I think that might have been a lodge actually.
I mean, there are probably
when I think
a
of
lot
a
of
cabin, I
lodges.
think of cabin in the woods. That's what I think of when I think of a cabin.
I
mean,
think
cabin and lodge is remarkably similar from these Google images.
Similarly comprised of similar like building materials, but I think a lodge is probably much bigger and can accommodate more people, and a cabin is probably the charm is that it's just a little
Cozy,
small,
yeah.
cozy. Yeah. In fact, a cabin can have rooms, but I feel like a cabin might be more prone to like a studio layout even.
Oh.
Yeah, where you got like stuff inside, but not.
Oh, sweet man. Look, it's
We
late,
did it,
so
late.
I'm glad we shot this soon, but
We go to
it's got a little bit
Bridgerton.
more to handle.
Gotta get out of here. We love you guys though, and if you love us too, then stick around for the end of the season. Next couple of chunks. We love you. Be well and be our mistress.